What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today is, I want to say Thursday. Today's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. We have, is it Friday, really? Wow, I'm losing track of time. Quite a day ahead of us. We're going to take a peek at what everyone's looking at today, and that is core, I got the letters backwards earlier, PCE, CPE, PCE data, and unemployment new initial job claims. Man, I'm off my thing. I'm watching the charts, guys. So we've got some very spicy economic data we were watching for and anticipating in the last live stream, and the markets are not disappointing. Off of the FOMC minutes, I had Bitcoin pulled up on the 1 minute behind us, and we see it. We see it dumping. Whew, man. We see it dumping. If I had my labels on here, I thought I was ready to go, and I wasn't. There we go. Got a little label. We see stocks and crypto dumping. Dollar is seeing some strength, and we're going to jump into these charts. We're going to see what we might expect to the upside for the dollar, what we might expect to the downside for Bitcoin, stocks, etc. It's a spicy day. Thank you all for joining. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Let's get the stream hyped up. The more engagement we get, the more likes, subscribes, shares, votes in the poll, chats, etc. The more YouTube shows this stream to new people, and that's how we keep on growing. You guys rock. Keep it up. Shout out to our sponsors, Bybit and Market Cypher. Links in the video description below. Great platform. #1 crypto derivatives trading platform. Market Cypher, my favorite indicator. Use my links to help support the stream. Let's get into the content. Boom. US PCE rises 0.6% in January. So this in itself is not that huge, but the basic implications, inflation still hot, not really seeing what the Fed was looking for to start pivoting or continue pivoting, maybe we'll say, to a more dovish narrative. These numbers coming up is definitely going to be a pretty harsh slap in the face to them. And what we're going to expect. We talked about this last stream. It's still on our minds. Let's take a peek here really quick. This isn't what I was looking for. Oh, well. Core PCE, actual 0.6, forecast 0.4. I actually thought that was 0.5. That's weird. That seems like it changed. Coming in hotter than expected. New home sales up as well, showing a robust house market. These are not signals that we're going to be looking for if we're looking for a dovish Fed. So this is what we were looking at last stream. The BPS hike, this is our estimator for March. Now, it is not a perfect metric, but it is a good tool. What we see here is probability of a 25 BPS hike. Current probability is now down about 10, 13%, 12% from just days ago at a 79% confidence, now down to 67%. And that 50 BPS coming on up. This was just a week or two ago down in like the single digits. Now at 30%, that's 1/3. The market is definitely feeling the hawkish vibe off of this data. And we can see that expressed through a higher rate hike than what we were looking at just a week ago. So this is a big deal when it comes to people watching the Fed closely like we do. It's a big deal to markets. And so this is what we're seeing. Let's take a peek here. This is the setup from the FOMC streams. The FOM streams. That's a good name too. We have the Bitcoin chart on the top, the dollar sitting in the middle, and stocks on the bottom. And what we can see is stocks opened with a hefty gap to the downside, now trading about 1.7% down. And if we look across the board, we can see US 30 down 1.5, US 500 1.6, Dow Jones 1.5, S&P 1.6, and NASDAQ down a hefty 2%. That's pretty rough. While the dollar is up just 0.5%, pretty crazy that this can move 0.5 and everything else dump away more, right? It's not a comfortable vibe. On the strength of the dollar, what would we also expect to see? We would expect to see strength in gold waning. We would see weakening gold. And what do we have? We've been following this all month. And let's check back in on it here. This is a great indicator of just overall market health, sentiment, etc. Gold now in the bullish or in the bearish engulf, as we had seen happen over the last week. It did retrace, it did buy back up and move out of that engulfing. Now with 4 days left, gold trading down to 1812, maybe even 1800 on the dot. A close below 1823, going to be bearish engulfed on the monthly. Looking back, the last time this happened, April 22, we did see 7 months of consecutive red monthly candles. Looking back even farther to the one before that, and I'd say the most similar monthly candle, June 21, we did see that coming off of a hot May. June coming back, retracing. It did hit a lower low, but basically consolidated. So I guess I could see either of these playing out. We could see a similar sideways movement on gold, or even this long sell-off with a lower high here. With a lower high, I'm going to be leaning more in this way. So what might that mean? Let's go back and kind of tie this all together. So gold looking to close very bearish for the month. Let's take a look at the dollar. This is a very old chart, apparently. Very old chart. Taking a look at the dollar, currently trading at 105.2. If you follow me on Twitter, which I highly recommend, at tomcrown crypto, I am a connoisseur of posting crap. With the dollar in this position, and I said this, I'm not going to rant about it like I did last stream. Parabolic run in 21. This to me looks like a blow off top. So you may say, Tom, that doesn't really make sense. You're saying blow off top, but we're seeing strength in the dollar. We're seeing weakness in gold. What are you looking for? What are you talking about? Well, there's another very common element to blow off tops, and that is essentially a lower high or a bull trap. This is what we have been waiting for. I will admit, dollar continued to sell off longer than we expected, but this is what we've been waiting for. If you've been watching this channel every day, shout out to you. You're a freaking MVP. Same target. Though the lows came down, the same target is sitting above us, and that's at 109. We can say it's maybe a little higher, a little lower, 110, maybe 109 flat, but that's about what I'm looking for. And what this would paint out is essentially a swing high to a swing low, looking at the blow off top. And what would we expect? A little bit of retracement, or everyone's favorite word, the dead cat bounce. I would like to see the dollar move up to 109. Unfortunately, I just don't think it can be avoided. That's going to bring weakness both to crypto and stocks and gold. But a reversal at 109, a high, rejected, moves back to its support, a break of that support, and we are due for what could be a very prolonged period of dollar weakness, and that would bring back all the green, all of the good vibes to our portfolio. So keep your eye on this. Now, certainly anything can happen. Charts are probability. They are not a crystal ball, but what we're seeing on the dollar is hard to ignore. On the day, this has caught our eye for days, if not weeks now. Watching that money flow, this red blob, put higher lows, lower highs, and looking to roll over into the green zone. Our blue bars here, momentum backing that up, really seeing a lot of strength there with these failed pullbacks, showing the bulls are in control for now. VWAP remaining positive. The day looks very strong for the dollar, and it has. That's no secret to people who have been watching. Weekly looks not quite as good, but still really, really solid. Now, this plays in, I think, with what we're looking for. We had a very defined uptrend into 2022 that began to wane off at the last quarter, and it fell down, broke its lows, and we would say, well, this is looking to roll over to the negative. That would be true, but this is the weekly time frame, and weeklies really can take a lot of time to play out, especially when it comes to Forex. So zooming back in and combining what we just looked at on the day with the week, we see a higher VWAP, we see momentum coming up, and we see what I really am starting to imagine is a lower high on the weekly for money flow, and this is likely that 109 touch. Good news is if this plays out this way, 109 is likely about as far as it'll go. Could maybe overshoot it a bit, but that lower high then cementing that blow off top in the chart and really bringing some bullishness to the rest of markets. So this is what I'm looking for. I think this is what the market is pricing in. Time will tell. Let's keep moving on. So Boom, clicking it back here. I like this setup. So let's see, this dollar started running today basically at the CPE data. I think that was 8:30, so about 2 hours ago and change. 2 hours ago and change. Let's see where that was. Right there. Yep. Right at this candle. Boom. Dollar started gaining strength, broke through 105. Let's take a peek at the response from everything else. So 1400 right about there. Maybe if we do it this way. This is not a good way to do it. This is not a good way to do it, fam. Smash the likes if it's not a good way to do it. Yeah, so 2 hours ago here. Man, these are all in different time zones, so it makes it really difficult. We'll just call it right about here. That looks about right. We see Bitcoin, the dollar, and stocks, I guess because they just opened. They weren't actually trading at 8:30. We see them all acting pretty reasonably. The dollar making a big move to the upside, Bitcoin making a move to the downside, and S&P 500 opening with a big gap and really just breaking through session lows right now. In the last 15 minutes, I would say we see some consolidation, a little sideways trading, but this is not a good look. We do have a big gap above us, and so to fill that gap maybe next week wouldn't be crazy, but man, that's pretty rough. The dollar really putting these assets into their place. So let's take a peek. We still looked at the dollar, we looked at gold, we looked at Dixie, Bitcoin. Let's look back at Bitcoin. So we don't hide when we're wrong, although I did say too many people are looking at this, probably won't play out. So we were looking for this flat top descending lows pattern, and by all means it was in play until it reached its invalidation point, basically breaking the low 23.8 here, 23.8 from February 20th, took us out of this pattern. You could have argued back here when we fell out of trend, even for maybe more aggressive traders, that we were out of this pattern. We were live here, and I said I think the most logical thing is a back test of that trend line. We got it. We got a rejection, unfortunately, and here we are looking at just the hourly time frame. I'm gonna pull up the chat in a minute and see what you guys are up to, but let me get through a little Bitcoin. On the hourly time frame, we saw, unfortunately, basically the opposite pattern paint. If we invert this chart, it's not perfect, but if we invert this chart, we see what? A flat top with ascending lows, and unfortunately, this one decided to actually play out. Son of a B. 23.7 support does look like it's broken here. Obviously, if we look left to our initial pullback, 23.3, definitely potential here. I think we talked about this. Definitely potential to see a wick below and a rally back up. Unfortunately, you break your structure then, and that's not a good look. So any rally back up is likely going to be shorted into. I mean, we could see it return to this, but I kind of doubt it. Kind of doubt that's how it plays out. Maybe only, okay, maybe like this. Moving back to 23.7, testing that as resistance, as we saw it tested as support over and over and over again until it broke. Not awesome. What's up, Turtle Crusher? Taking the stream scribe genity. Shout out to you, my friend. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, help us. We are racing Bitcoin to 100K, and we're closing the gap. And I think we're going to get some more subscribers when I show you maybe some moves that I made earlier this morning. So sensing this weakness and seeing the dollar moving, I did take a position. Unfortunately, this was before we went live, so you didn't really have a way of seeing it. Here we go. Opened short 23.8. This is much more degen than my typical trade. You can see right here, 20x short. I heard you guys like degen trades, so I'm opening up. It's not my style, but I gotta be adaptive. Basically, I saw the weakness, I saw this pattern, I saw support being tested over and over and over again, and I said, man, I'm gonna hedge. I'm gonna take some kind of position to the downside. Even though I'd like to see it go up, I don't think that is what's in store for the next few hours, and it looks like right on track. Stop loss sitting at 23.9 untouched. Really did hit that pullback nicely. Now trading down to 23.4. This is up 32%. This is an $8,000 position. Yeah, that's right. $8,000. I think I actually, yep. Actually have two open. So I have one open on BingX and one open on MEXC. They're both great exchanges. They don't sponsor us, but they're both great exchanges. Check them out. I really like the spot grid trading on BingX, and I really like the ability to trade all kinds of alts on MEXC. Not just leverage, but spot. Anytime I need a coin that I can't find, I basically go to MEXC and it's there. They even have r/cryptocurrency moon spot. I bought some of those a little bit ago. But both of those trades looking in good position. I think the smart move here, and maybe chat can weigh in, I think the smart move for these, because they're on such high leverage, is let's just set a stop loss and profit, right? Let's move those bad boys down. 23.79 was my entry here on the MEXC short. So let's move that stop up. 23.77, let's say. Good. That trade now guaranteed in profit. Boom, stop loss moved. Let's do the same over here. Moving it down from 23.9. Let's see, it opened at 23.8. So this one a little bit better. Let's just do 23.8 flat. If price suddenly reverses today, which wouldn't be out of the question, I'm not going to lie, to see price action so one-sided with the dollar moving up and stocks and crypto moving down, intraday, I almost certainly expect some kind of pullback, because we basically have seen these things open red, and you rarely see them continue to trade red throughout the intraday into close. Usually you see maybe midway through a bounce, a retrace to like 0.5, and then you continue to the downside. But right now, this short is definitely sitting in the right direction. Ooh, Nelly. BingX short up 34%, MEXC up 14%, and we're just raking in the goodies. Funding looking pretty neutral, which is odd, I would say, but whatever, I'll take it. Let's take a peek here at what's moving in crypto, and it's gonna be red, guys. It's gonna be red. Bitcoin down 2.6, Ethereum down 3% on the day, BNB down 2, XRP down 3, Cardano down, let's say 4, OKB 4.6, Polygon 5.1. Uh-oh, Polygon at $1.30. My spidey senses are tingling. We may have had a long position fill. We'll take a look at that in the stream. Doge down 4%, Solana down 3.1, Polkadot 6.6. It is a bloody day. It's a bloody Friday in markets. Savage. Biggest movers here: Hunt, Market Making Pro, GNY, BAB, Perpetual Protocol, Hexro, Trust Swap. I don't know any of these. Chat, do you know any of these? Feg, BSC. I think I've heard of Feg. Maybe this is just the BSC chain. Gelato. Please don't take this seriously. It's not an endorsement in any way, but I like a gelato because of the name. I won't be buying any, but gelato. It reminds me of Bitslato. RSK Infrastructure, Framework, Leisure, Meta, Feg, DAP Radar. I don't recognize these. Stacks being the only one I recognize. Here we go. Layer 2 Bitcoin down to 72 cents, but it's still up massively for this week. So probably not a problem. Anything moving in this hour? Not really. It would be very weird to see that. We see Filecoin up almost 1%. Leo token basically at 0. Would be weird with the market selling off. You would not expect that. Biggest losers in this hour: HBAR back to 7.6 cents. FTM back to 47. Not a lot of changes there. Cuckoo. Oh man, those sweet trades, baby. Do you guys like the degen trades? You want to see more degen trades? We have 350 votes on our poll. 61% looking for under 21.8 first. 39 still holding out for 25.2. Definitely anything is possible right now. We got 540 viewers, guys. We got 161 likes. We got to get 500 likes. We got 500 viewers, 500 likes. Please grace the stream with your click of that thumbs up or even thumbs down button if you're not enjoying the stream. I'm not sure why you're here, but you can click thumbs down if you'd like. We're going to put another poll up in a little bit. I want to get a few more votes there, get the sentiment. So, before we get into more analysis, more charts, let me know if you're here. I have the chat pulled up. I see Dino Mike, and I'm going to give Dino Mike a wrench. Let's give that man a wrench. Dino Mike an OG. Good to see you, brother. Who else is here? Marcus Zbot. Sprokesy, like it. That's right, man. Sprokesy was here before the live stream chatting. Good to see you, my friend. Lewis, Lombard, Fuma, Kitaro. Don't mess with low caps. Absolutely agree. If you're messing with low caps, it should be, in my opinion, something that you're passionate about for some reason. You've learned about it. You think it's the future. And I think you should really only mess with this spot then. And even then, you gotta manage your position wisely. Crypto Brat, what's up? D-Gen, that's right. Gazgano, Tom with the hearts. A little wick on the hour. That's not really anything to get excited about. This is probably what we're looking at. Let's see if we have a good fib. Can we fib it? Can we fib it? Ooh, maybe only to here. 23.26. Nothing there. 1 minute. Ugh, man, this is brutal. Let's invert our chart so we can feel good about it. Yay, uptrend. Yay, uptrend. Really defined downtrend on the 1 minute. It's the 1 minute that's very variable, very open to change quickly, but not showing us signs of this stopping quite yet. Quite yet. I think we're looking for a little back test of 23.3. I'm surprised we didn't bounce from it. Man, if it doesn't catch bids up to there, it's really sinking. Really sinking. Yikes. Yikes. Moon boys get wrecked, says AS. I'm a moon boy and I'm not wrecked, son. If you're a moon boy long enough, you live. You live to tell the tale. What's up, Maggie Games, darling? Good to have you here. One of our beautiful, wonderful authors on crownanalysis.com. Pinned to the top of the chat. Check it out. She just published an article recently. What's up, Ibiza Music? Wes? Always bet against the majority. True. True. However, sometimes that's harder than it appears. Let me move this up here. That can be harder than it appears sometimes. Sometimes what the majority is thinking or saying isn't what they're doing, or vice versa. The Golden Jet. Let's fill that CME gap under 20K. Not a bad target. Maybe we should look at CME gaps during the live. This short is printing money. Both these shorts are printing money. I'm kind of worried that this is going to come up and get stopped here on this bounce. 23.4. What was I seeing on the chart? 23.3? Maybe not. I'm not shaking. I'm not shaking bacon. Leroy Essel, too many jumping out. Honestly, I highly doubt that this sell, like this move down, is really reflective of people moving positions. That sounds like impossible, right? I think this is much more like leverage, liquidity based. I don't think this is retail, especially not after like a week or 2 weeks of sideways. Probably not. Yo, Evan Aldo, my dude. We're bouncing off a high volume node. What's up, Tom? Evan Aldo, how you doing, brother? Let's show Evan Aldo's channel. If you guys haven't checked out Evan Aldo, he's a good dude. He streams. He's a streamer. He's a TAist. Good guy. Go subscribe to him. All right, bouncing off a high vol. How do you like these shorts, baby? How you like them shorts, Evan Aldo? 20x D-Gen short this morning, up 60% after closing in profit, 25% of it. Let's rock and roll. Baitcoin scalp to 23.3. I think that is possible. That is possible. Serpent X Tech. Do you also stream? Can't remember. Yeah. Serpent X Tech. Dude, we got all the streamers, man. Serpent X Tech's a good dude as well. Bad move on Avalanche. What was the bad move? Thanks for the shout out. Of course, dude. Of course. 12K in sight, says Pubo Kism. Dude, this is why I'm like pretty still sold the bottoms in. Is any red candle we start hearing 10K, 9K, 3, or whatever. It's kind of indicative of disbelief. I mean, you know, I may be wrong, I've been wrong in the past about bottoms, but once sell-offs start being really, people are like, oh my god, buy the dip. That's usually when we see price go down. Not when people see a dip and they're like, it's going to go down farther. That's just my observation, my experience. Doesn't mean it's true. Yeah, doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. What's up, Colin McDonald? Hi, TC crew. You're part of it, my friend. Lewis Lombard. We have 1,000 viewers and 340 likes. Guys, right now, we need to get 420 likes. This is an emergency. If we get 420 likes, no. If we get 1,000 likes, because we have 1,000 viewers, I'll open another degen position. Live. Open another one. 20x or see what the hell happens. You can watch me get liquidated. All it will cost you is one little click. Don't be stingy with the clicks. Don't do it. Freaking Country Bear Jamboree in progress. Yeah. Well, I tweeted. I told you should follow me on Twitter at tomcrown crypto because I make funny tweets. Cocaine Bear, the movie coming out, reminds me of the bears in crypto. And it looks like that was spot on. Because someone gave these bears some cocaine. They shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do drugs. Especially not bears. But it's looking like it. Somebody got a little bit of energy in their step. I got a shout out from Frankie Candles. I was on his stream recently. Love Frankie Candles. 987 likes, says Mike Vollmer. You heard the man. Thank you, Donato Cabrera. Smash the likes, Crypto 420 right on. Orange You Glad. This move was all based on CZ buying BTC with BUSD. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not doubting it or confirming it. What I do know is that Binance did, it said liquidated all Australian positions, yesterday? And when I think they said liquidated, I think they mean closed leveraged positions. But that definitely is at play here with all those positions closed. That's at play, for sure. Alexander G, BTC reverse. Do you have a reverse Uno card? We're going to need it. Josh Raphael, can we look at Ethereum? Sure. We can look at Ethereum. Cortana bread, dollar pumping. Well, that's why we took this. That's why I took this short. Took this short because the dollar was showing nasty strength. Let's check back in here. Dollar hasn't quite pumped, but it also is not looking bad. Not looking bad. Kind of invalidating on the 5-minute, this ugly pattern with a higher high here, retesting its high. If it puts in a lower high here, basically if we see it move up to 105.3 before 105.2, likely going to see continuation. We did go through kind of my dollar analysis, gold analysis at the start of the show, and it will be timestamped at the end of the live. So if you missed it, you can always go back and watch it or watch it after the live. I wish Bitcoin looked like this, man. On the 5-minute, look at this beautiful uptrend. This is just gorgeous. Higher highs. You get some lower highs, but it just doesn't matter. They get bought up. The dollar is in full beast mode here. It's almost the inverted chart of Bitcoin right now. You have a higher high of money flow on the hour. Bitcoin is at a not quite a lower low, but it's almost the exact opposite. 2 hour, in my opinion, man, it's so close. It looks like if we do break that high, that's going to really pull the 2 hour up, and that's going to the 4 hour. Everything. Right now, the dollar is like 8 out of 10 bullish. Bitcoin like 8 out of 10 bearish. For, I don't know, few day forecasts, not like forever. Not forever. Hey, get back up there. You were looking really good. Don't do that. I would love to see the dollar get sold off today. We did say earlier, for those of you just joining us, that we did. So I took a short position this morning, literally based on what I saw the dollar doing. Literally. Saw the dollar painting new highs. Saw Bitcoin in a pretty gnarly, flat-bottomed pattern. And I didn't like what I saw. So I took a short. But I did say, because this day has been so one-sided, and maybe stocks are starting to show this year. Stocks opened like crazy down for stocks. Because it's been one-sided, typically I would expect intraday, maybe not all the way to the gap fill, right? But intraday, I would expect some kind of retracement only to catch those FOMO shorters. They saw the day open, they saw it bleed, and then they went short. Typically, we see that in markets where it's like you catch the shorts, and then maybe you continue down. It's likely going to come down to the dollar strength, what the dollar's doing, how it's vibing. On the 5-minute, though, we might be seeing a little bit of weakness. On the 1-minute, little bit of weakness. Everything else looks so good, though. We didn't get the higher high, and we're retesting that low. Hold on there. Hold on there. Nope, broke the low. Okay. All right, I could see a little bit more bounciness coming in. Is this 1-minute going to roll over? 1-minute looking to roll over here. This is just the 1-minute, so don't get too excited. But we've broken our lows. I'm looking for that rollover on the 1. That might translate out into the 5, but we haven't really have signs of it yet. And then once we get out to 15, 30, 45, hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, like this is all looking pretty droopy. Pretty droopy. Where did my line go there? I had a line there. Where did all my lines go? Let's probably pull up a different chart. Here we go. Let's close this poll. 840 votes. 64% of us now looking for 21.8. What percent of that do you think is influenced by just this, by this red candle, right? If we go to the week and we look at it this way, how many of you are thinking we're really going to like go lower? I mean, 21.8 though, I picked a crappy number. I should have picked 21.3. 21.8's crappy because it's like the weekly open. And so to move there is not crazy. Just tap it, maybe close a little higher. But I wonder how much is influenced by today's candle. Probably a lot. We got over 1,000 viewers now. Let's go. Could you guys tell me, has the stream skipped at all? Like, did we drop any frames? Because YouTube gives me scary crap on my end. It gives me really scary crap. Like, every live stream, it shows that we disconnect, even if we don't. Like, I guess we didn't. Hopefully it's smooth for you guys. Smooth stream. Thank you, Mr. Techno Goody. What's up, Will Smith? The legendary Will Smith. The only man with more subscribers than me in this chat. Will Smith. What's up, dude? Jeremy Ragsdale, my man. How you doing? Smash the likes. Jeremy Ragsdale. Good dude. Good dude. Does live streams. Kind of a crypto speakeasy. Check out his channel. All good. Amen. Jerry Macy. Little slippage. Little slippage. Little slippage. I'll take it. We'll pull up Ethereum. We'll look at some other charts. I got to make sure my alerts are set very, very tight. Very, very tight. Let's check back in really quick here. That alert. That alert, man. You know, people were calling me out or trying to call me out, but you can't call me out because I don't give a shit. But they were trying to say, I don't know, I'm not a good trader. And guys, I've never said I was the best trader. It's like, you too afraid to do leverage. Well, here you go. Here's my 20x short I opened today. It's in 63% profit. I mean, S a D, right? S a D. The haters, or it just means you got something worth hating. Venom Hex, what's up, my dude? Kaser Sows 212 tom me sir. I don't know what that means. Will you mention STAI? I don't know what that is. Akshay Ahusha, can I take a short position now? Brother, I mean, it's up to you. I can't give you financial advice. I can show you what I'm doing. I can walk you through my logic, but I can't tell you to buy or sell things because honestly, that wouldn't be good for you or me. Like, if I'm right, you just like, you're like, yeah, I won. And you think you made that trade, you win. Or you lose and then it's my fault, right? It's really a lose-lose. If you guys are depending on like signal groups and stuff for trades, up your stuff. Like they're going to get you wrecked. They'll work for a little bit and then they'll get wrecked because if they really could produce what they're selling, they wouldn't be selling it, right? I will say a little teaser in the works. We may or may not have a collaborative trading course in the works with some of your favorite creators. More on that in the future. Spicy. Beatrice Rumford, you want to write for me details? Beatrice, jump in the Discord, man. Or Dudette. Jump in the Discord, send me a message. We are looking for writers. If you want to write about anything business, finance, markets, it doesn't have to be technical. It can be technical. It doesn't have to have any charts in it. It could. It could even be just like a personal experience of opening a business or something. Very broad. The only thing we ask is that you have some kind of writing skills. And if you're weak there, we can probably help you. But all you have to do is join the Discord, send me a message. You'll see my name at the top right. In blue. I think in blue, right? Yeah, tomcrown in blue. There you go. All you have to do is click the verify button when you join. That's it. T-Fuel, please. There's a name I haven't heard for a while. I should tell my T-Fuel story. Absolute dumbest and high risk time to short at this very moment. Not gonna lie, Fuma Kitaro, I don't disagree. You've seen the move. The move has chilled for a minute. This is not my favorite time to short. Honestly, I would feel more comfortable Let me pull up our chart. Honestly, I would feel more comfortable if I was feeling very eager or very, very bearish. 23.3 didn't really act as support like we would expect. Sold off, no back test. This would at least be a smarter position in my opinion. Of course, it all comes down to your risk tolerance, what you're trading, if you're trading leverage or not, etc. There's so many elements. So many elements. It's not that easy. It's not the same for everyone. It's not the same for everyone. If you noticed, maybe this will give you a little rhyme before reason. If you noticed, in this short trade, I did not watch price go down and then short. That's basically what people right now would be doing. If they open a short right now, it's like I watched price go down, then I shorted. That's not what I did. It's not what I did. I saw price go down. I saw a pretty ugly pattern forming with lower highs and what I perceived to be like a flat bottom. I saw a retracement, and that retracement went to a very important level that made me pull the trigger here. It was not random. None of my trades are just random unless we get 1,000 likes and I tell you guys I'm going to degen trade. Those might be random. Okay, let me set this up. Or maybe I have it still drawn on here. I was still drawn on here. Where'd it go? I don't know. Disappeared. I had a drawing. I had it drawn. Okay, so I saw price move down. I didn't like this lower high pattern on small time frames. And so I said, I will wait for it to retrace to the 0.5 or the 618. So that gave me an entry of 23.8 or 23.850. This entry, it was a limit order, but for some reason it filled at 23.793 instead of 23.8. I don't know. But I waited for a retracement of some kind. I did not watch it go down and then short. Same is true with the Bing X trade. And that played out. This was so freaking ugly. You guys know I don't love shorting. I'm a perma-bull on the corn. I don't love shorting. But when I see something like this, like even my boomer spot trade and butt, like looks to take a short because that was ugly. As soon as I saw the dollar strength, that was confirmation. Easy peas. I think for the smaller position, I'm going to move it down again. I'm going to keep the other one where it's at, 23.2. I don't know. Because if I put it at 23.2, I am expecting 23.3. And so that would just be sitting myself up to get stopped in a dump. You know what? Let's do it. This is leverage. This isn't spot. You're not going to hold this position for a week. You got to get out of that mindset. 23.2. Biddy? Something like that. Nah, that's too high. 23.1. I'm going to just basically close this one because I have a bigger one open. So we'll do like 23.155. Lock in 23% win there. Nope, I need that. Dude, if you guys are like me and you're OCD, sometimes setting stops and things is a nightmare. So maybe triggered immediately. What? 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 There we go. I just had to have it in, look at the hair above that candle. There we go. My OCD wouldn't let me. Caught the move. Moved our stop down. I have two positions open, so this one I'm being more aggressive with. Moving the stop down. I'm looking to basically close this and maybe reopen at some kind of retracement. This is the bigger one on higher leverage. I did close a quarter of it. It's at 62%. I don't know if I'm going to mess with this one. I might just kind of leave it where it is. Might just leave it where it is. The other one I'm being aggressive with. This one I'll be passive with. $99 Discord, says Jonathan Schaefer. What? Discord's free, son. Slap the haters in the face, says Will Smith. Good advice. Good advice. 65% of us leaning at 21. What's up, Jeffrey Tees? Can you drag it to the point you want it? Can you drag it to the point you want it? You know? I don't know what that means. Nothing has changed, said Flat Smack. Nothing has changed. That's honestly true. Like nothing at all has changed, period, with this sell-off. Like, we already had broken our structure. They're really... This is just like a swing low, at least for the moment. Let's look at this quick. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, oh. Market stay for A. It's not suggesting that this is done on the day, but I'm not going to really look at that yet. So, rejection from the 200-day. This is interesting because I've noticed this pattern of sentiment kind of play out again. Everyone was looking at the 250 or the 250 crosses, right? We had the golden cross below us, and on the week we had the death cross above us. It's amazing how quickly everyone's kind of forgotten about it, right? It's like everyone was talking about it, now no one is. That really turned around fast. So we're really in the same position. We're really in the same position here. It's definitely less comfortable than it was, but we're in the same position. We've tested the 200 weekly, the death cross above. We have not tested the 200 daily below us. In fact, we haven't tested the 50. So as long as we're above the 50, really nothing has changed. That's 22.1. As long as we're above the 200 day, really nothing has even changed. 19.7-ish. Of course, things get a little more complicated down here, right? A test to the 50 might be solid. A test to the 200 kind of janks up the whole structure. In fact, it looks like today is the first 200 or the first 20 daily moving average test that we've had, really since the 15th of February. Look at them Bollinger bands right to the middle of the band. Interesting. The bands are widening. We saw the bands constrict. Typically that suggests volatility. Well, it delivered with that move to the downside, move to the upside, back to the middle. We don't usually see them expand like this after tightening so much. Is there something here? We saw them contract here and then expand. That's not good. That's not good. A little H. There's something here I'm missing. I'm sure I'll find it soon. But not a lot has changed. It really hasn't. Like, here we are. Breaking this low looks bad. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to, like, 0. Well, nothing does. Doesn't mean we're going to, like, 10K. But that's the first start. If 21.3 gets broken, that is the first step to, like, retesting your lows here. We have reason to believe there's liquidity and support in between 21.3 and 16 or 15.5, but not a lot has changed. Is what it is. Just not a lot. This sucks. It's not fun. Well, maybe it is fun. It's spicy. But even if we zoom in here, it's like, where are we? We're not even at our 618 retrace. We could hit 22.7 and bounce there. Like, that wouldn't be a terrible move. Would not be a terrible move. Let's see if anything's looking a little different on our low time frames. 1 minute's definitely rolling over. That's cool. I'll take it. We're seeing our lows busted. We're seeing that money flow ramp back to 0. 5 minutes curling a little bit. I'm not going to call that a higher low yet, but it's getting there. With any kind of green close in the next 3 minutes, we're going to see that 5 minute rollover. I'm just going to target the first upside support or resistance. Boom. 23.8. "15 minutes like do or die." It's like 5 minute pull me up or else I'm just going to crap all over you. 30 minute with a lower high. I don't know. How are you guys feeling? I'm going to close this poll. We have 1,000 votes. It's weird. We can get 1,000 votes, but we only have 600 likes. What? More people are voting than liking? I know I bitch about likes a lot, guys. I know it's annoying. It's not like an ego thing. I could care less if we get any likes. YouTube cares. YouTube cares about engagement. So when it sees people engaging with a live stream, it sends more eyes there, gives it more impressions, puts in this discovery into the YouTube algorithm discovery. So hitting the like, subscribing while we're live, sharing the live stream, voting in the polls, and chatting, all our engagement. So please engage. We have very lax spam rules here. Emojis are illegal. No, they're not. Emojis are encouraged. MPAC TV, they are encouraged. Have a little Salt Bay. Evan P. FPV liked. Thank you, sir. V for Vendetta. Awesome name. Yo. Tegu Santoso. Hope not below 22. Honestly, below 22, still not super disastrous, in my opinion. I would not like to see 21-3 break. Tom deserves more likes than any other TA channel. Thank you, Bean Juice Bond. Bean Juice Bond. Devin C. Le Pump incoming. I'm looking for 23-3. If they can break 23-3, then we'll start talking. But I'm not seeing it quite yet. At least not on, let's say, minutes to hours time frames. The 1, the 5, in my opinion, suggesting that 23-3 back test. We didn't get a support test of it. Likely to see that tested as resistance for liquidity. Will Smith, my man. Mehedi back Tahak. Go to 25K. I'll take it. Coffee Holic. We will go to 24K. Okay. Yeah, got engaged. Jonathan Schaefer. My dude, congrats. Shout out to you getting engaged. Well done, chap. Well done. You got everybody else could take a little stick out your book. Wick, emojis are communicating backwards. We're going to hieroglyphs. Nah, man. It's the future. It's full circle. Don't you know the Egyptians were way more advanced than we are? They had computers and the internet. Ryan H, if you didn't care for likes, then you wouldn't ask for them. I did, in my defense, I did just explain the reason for engagement. I'll leave it there. Not gonna argue. Zakir, let's go. 30K, I'll take it. Doesn't matter. Not to me. How you doing? 20X, baby. We're 20X short right now. Let's pull those back up. We're still 20X short. 53% in the green. And our MEXC trade closed in profito. Closed in profit, baby. We still got the bigger one open. It was at like a 10, 9, 10, $8,000 position. We took 25% off the table at 23.3. And we still got about 6,000 here. DGen 20X trading for your entertainment. Are you not amused? Are you not amused? Stops moved into profit. I'm probably just going to leave this one here for now. I may reopen the MEXC one. Let's see. Let's see. Fire. Like 23. 23. Like 23. No, 23.411 maybe. Let's see how this plays. -8. NX. Let's crank this bad boy up. Let's crank this bad boy up to 20X. There's a limit order. Oh, so I can't. Okay. Let's just close that one. 23. 3. We're going to look for a stop just above 24. Might be smarter. 24.31. Double check your things. Always double check your things. This will probably get stopped. So let's actually bump it. 3.3. Let's actually open at 23.341. We'll close 23.431. Let's make that 36 for no apparent. Now we'll make it 56 for no apparent reason. And we're going to basically look at the same quantity. Boom. I like that better. 23.4 right above there. I'll take it. I'll take it. 700 likes. All right, we're getting there. 1,000 is better, but 700 is pretty damn good. Well done. Why would you short right here? I don't know. I wouldn't short right here. That I just placed a limit order for higher. And we just closed a short, actually. I just closed a short. 700 likes. All right, we're getting there. 1,000 is better, but 700 is pretty damn good. Well done. Why would you short right here? I don't know. I wouldn't short right here. That I just placed a limit order for higher. And we just closed a short, actually. I just closed a short. Let's see how it's doing. Little heaviness there on the 5. Good. Looking cleared for 23.3. Looking good for 23.3. Fingers crossed. Might not get there in this hourly candle. It might. It might. No, keep shorting all the bears. Not trapped just yet. It says recommended. Crypto broke. Entered a long. Okay. 200K is not a good target for today, but a great target in coming weeks. It was 80 degrees yesterday. Now those fucking flies are back. Pump song, please. Okay. I mean, this one's pretty good, but all right, let's get a pump song. We're gonna get my favorite pump song, if this will let me. It's like gonna let me up. It only will let me update it. What the F? You're really gonna make me update this while we're live? Son of a bitch. Son of a B. Hello from London. What's up, BP? Mala Truba. We will get out of bear market today. Mark my words. I will mark those words. I like those words. I hope you're right. Okay. Are you going to allow me to search Pretzel Player or no? You're just like not going to, is that like not cool anymore? Or here we go. Let's put on my favorite pump song. Death EP. Boss G subscribed. Shout out to you, my friend. Kenya Arijo Rosa. Melos K. Jeffrey Tees. Like that name. Tees. Lakshay Ahuja. Box Server. Rick's Shack. Shout out to Rick's Shack. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Great to have you here. Keep subscribing. I'll shout you out. You mark those words with a crayon. Don't let the Cardano community. What? How do they scare me? I'm not even like aware of them. Like, there's definitely a Cardano community, but you're getting me confused. You tell me we tap liquidity at 22 or not? I think we're going to 23.3 as indicated first. 22, we'll find out when we get there. Let's see what the other markets are doing. This was our little golden goose here. Dollar actually looking kind of crappy on low time frames. It did not hold that low, that higher low. Now we're seeing multiple tests of 105.12. 5 minute starting to look maybe a little heavy, even though it was looking so strong. I'm sure the higher time frames are barely going to notice this. Yeah, 15 minute looks good. That's 51 minute. Weird. 15 minutes still looks pretty good. 30 minute might be a little heavy. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Hourly still beasting. We might see. So that was our speculation. Dollar going to run. Intraday, we're likely to see a retrace, and maybe it continues. And so we would see likely the opposite in our assets. S&P sell off, retrace, intraday, then maybe continue. And that seems to be what's happening right now. Right, Meow? You marked them with the crayon. BTC on macro, VRP, God damn it. VRVP since start of uptrend. You can look at the volume profile in just a minute. Flies are from Gina in the basement. Hey, none of that. Turn up the tunes. I love this song. Okay. What's good, Gandalf? My dude. What's good? Ooh, Optimism is rumping. It's rumping. It's a rumping and riling. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh. I love that song. Yeah, Optimism looking pretty good. It's always rough to look to go long at coins after they've broken their all-time high when they're in price discovery. We had the right call, though. Look at that. Look at that. 325. Yeah. 325. Ooh. That's not the song you were looking for. Let's put on, this is one of my favorites. Hope this isn't one that was getting us copyright. Oh well. Broke your huge flat top ascending low. Moved to a higher high, pulled back to that previous resistance. Now we're looking for our extension targets, 490. Going long here though, pretty high risk. You could always have it come right back down, continue out. And that can repeat over and over and over again. But 490 might be a little loud. 490. Looking very good for Optimism. If you're optimistic about it. That might happen today, though. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, you got a kicker, baby. The floor is lava. This is such a goofy song. I love it. I love it. It's Binance Future Master. Boss G. Roku. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Keep them coming. Optimism. I'm not going to lie. This looks good. I think going long here is a FOMO long. Probably not going to play well. But I like this. Got a solid kicker candle down here on the hour, back testing that support. Now you're moving higher. You're right below your all-time high. 490, one way or another. I think it's coming. I wouldn't touch this with leverage, though. MD Mine, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. Welcome. Merit Circle is up. I don't know what that is. What is that? Coffeeholic, what's up, man? These are not my favorite tunes. I need a new playlist. Getting bored. How about Crocodile? That's a good one. Crocodile. Crocodile. There we go. This is an OG pump song from this channel. Optimism, though, is looking good. Honestly, if it can break its all-time high today, which is very close. Again, guys, I think taking it long here is a great way to get wrecked. I think 490, your 1618 extension is a very solid profit-taking target. Again, you don't know how this is going to play out. My voice is so effed from this weather change. Holy hell. You don't know how this is going to play out. You could definitely see it come back, paint another higher low. Basically just hunting out positions. Staying in this trend line is very possible. You can see even more than that. You can see it go like this. Not letting new longs in. I don't know. But damn. If you've been watching this channel, you would have had the entry. We had the entry. We saw the all-time high break. We're looking for a back test and a run, and it looks like we couldn't have asked for anything better. You got the back test. You got a higher low. Now you have a higher high. You either break here, move up, or you start painting these higher lows. That's a spicy chart. AGIX also moving today. Not quite as much. Not quite as much. This was a very aggressive trade that I was not interested in, but we could still wait on AGIX. AGIX, we still could see that same play. The exact same thing as Optimism. Different pattern, but different bottoming pattern. But you had an all-time high, you tested it, you had a lower high, you broke it. To follow Optimism's path, you would see that trade back to 26 cents, and then you would look for your upside target, 88 cents. So far, so good. This aggressive trade, it's still open and get stopped, but I'm not one for the aggressive trades. Little more weakness on the day than Optimism, a little bit. Holy crap, my voice sucks. This is pretty miserable. It was 80 degrees here yesterday. Now it's 40 degrees and there's 30-mile-an-hour winds. My allergies are going nuts. Let's check back in on the corn. Weird price action. Weird price action. Maybe a channel, an ascending channel, kinda. Oh my. Oh my, the 1 minute right back into the negative money flow. 5 minute was looking good for a little bit, but now it's leaning down again. I wonder if this is all the retracing it's going to be able to get. This might be it. Maybe not. Maybe not, because I see a high, a higher low, retest of that high, a higher low, a break, a back test of that high, then a higher high. So if you're above 23,197, you can still continue up like that. But this is not the best. I really thought we were going to reach for 23.3 faster. But that 1 minute, man, look at this. We saw here, we pointed it out live. 1 minute's looking to roll over. We're going to watch for retracement. We picked out 23.3. 1 minute rolled over, but you can never really predict something like this. Rolled over instantly back into money flow in the red, pulling it back, pulling it back down. Ooh. Man. Screw you, allergies. There we go. Bounce there. Go to 23.3. Reopen our short. Go. Post haste. 80 degrees in Florida. Nah, dude, there was a huge heat wave. There was a heat wave in the Northeast. It was weird. Dutch house is pretty hype. I like house. I like dub. Wrecked on long, then wrecked on short. Now long. Joel Hanners. Easy, man. Guys, if you're always making the wrong trade, just trade, do the opposite trade. If you're going to go long, go short. If you're going to go short, go long. Then you're going to be 100% right? Maybe. I don't know. SPX may have topped. Let's take a peek. I'm still looking for a little bit of that gap fill on the SPX. We'll look at BTC CME then. Looking for a little bit of this gap fill. You got a gap all the way up to 40,000. I think intraday it's going to go near there. Although I do keep forgetting it is Friday, and so wherever this closes, this is the end of the week. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at the end of the week. A peek at the end of the week. Wow, I'm struggling. Why is this not working? Trading View. Someone get Trading View on the phone. There we go. Yeah, it does not look so hot, does it? Does not look so hot. Right at the 0.5. I mean, this wouldn't be a terrible place to settle up. Could be as low as 3,922. But if you break your what, December swing low here at 3,764, you start painting out probably a harmonic, I would say. That's 338. Wow, that's a big drop for the S&P. It's a big drop. The ugly week closing up. The daily looks awful. Looks worse than Bitcoin. You're positive rolling over, much closer to that zero line. Look at this big gap. I don't know. If it doesn't fill today, I think probably Monday. Like Monday, maybe it opens at 4 and then just poops the bed. I can see that. Lower time frames might be exploring. Yeah, you got a nice uptrend on the 1. 15 is like right there. Just needs a tiny move up to like really be uptrending. Looks like the 15 is pretty close behind. 30-minute looks to roll over. Hourly sucks. 2-hour really sucks. I don't know. I'm not bullish on it at all. We've been saying this whole stream that I think we'll see some of this fill intraday, but I think it does end up settling down on a red close. Bitcoin not moving now. Seems like the spice was right at market open. Do we have like a 4-hour candle start or something? Is that why? No. It's actually been a pretty spicy 4-hour candle. No top wick at all. Traded lower. 22.95. Now at 23.2. It's weird because the 4-hour candles, see these two, and the 1-hour candles look identical. You don't see that too often. RSI really did get smashed low here, but the problem is now you have a lower low, at least locally here, so you don't want low RSI, you want high RSI. It's not ideal. Really all the bullish divergence is off the table without a big old sell-off, more of a sell-off. Daily RSI could go lower, we talked about that earlier. You saw a continued sell-off without breaking February's low there. That would be a nice bullish divergence, but that's really reading into it. We don't have that low yet. Not only would we need it lower, but we need it above 21.3. It's asking for a lot of moving parts, I think. Actually, I'm going to pull up Bitcoin CME. People were talking about gaps. As it's Friday, today is gap day. Gaps are created when assets typically don't trade over the weekend or at night, and then they open up at a different price, and that leaves gaps on your chart. On CME, there are currently 4 gaps open, to my knowledge. 5 gaps open, to my knowledge. We have the one that lots of people are waiting to fill, starting at just under 20K, up to 20.4 or 25. That is sitting below us. That's the most recent gap from January, mid-January. On the weekend open, we opened higher. From back in June of 22, we do have a gap at 27 to 28.8 sitting above us, the second most recent gap. From May of 22, above that. I don't know why there's 2 numbers here. Here we go. 34.4 to 35, or we'll call it 36, 35.9. And then all the way back from December of 21, 52 to 53K. Now there is one ancient gap that was never filled. And in my, not my opinion, in my definition, this is the only remaining gap. This was from all the way back at potentially, I'll say potentially, a similar macro time, not in the world, but a similar Bitcoin macro time, we'll say, where Bitcoin had been in a bear market. People were wondering if there was a dead cat bounce or if we were actually going to rally. We got this little gap. We moved up. We almost filled it. Then we took off. So what would be really interesting is if this happened and we left a very similar gap to 19.6 to 19.8. That would be very spicy. Of course, that's literally me just saying it would be interesting. Not, the chart, no evidence on the chart. We're not seeing something, but just to see that repeat would be very interesting. So there are your 5 gaps. And next week, so on Monday or actually Sunday night, when this begins trading again, if price is down, we are likely to print another gap above us. If price is significantly up by Sunday, I don't know if anyone's betting on that, but if it is, there might be a gap below us. People like these gaps because, in general, they have a high probability of filling, or I think is better put, price returns to the same point multiple times in an asset as volatile as Bitcoin. And so, as you can see, only one gap remains from 2020. The rest have been filled. Just one. So all but one, but then we could also say all but 5 because there's 5 open. Gaps are interesting. I don't really trade them. I don't trade them because I watched everybody get wrecked in 2020 watching them. Let's refresh the chat. Who's here? Say it. You. Yo. I don't know what that is. Gil Valve. Crypto Krill. Total market cap. Good spot. I actually have that open. Crypto market cap. Total. This is actually a good look. So if you want some hopium, here you go. I got it for you. Here's your hopium. Your hopium. Anyone has a decent crypto futures bot, chart god? Highly recommend you don't go downloading random programs on the internet. Hopefully you aren't scamming, but if anyone tells you here's a trading bot to download, do not do that. That's dumb AF. You can use Bing X. They have built-in, like, integrated bots that you can program the logic. Use that instead. Don't download programs. But here's your hopium. Here it is. Ready? Here it is. Total crypto market cap is and has been above the 200 weekly since February 15th after trading about a week below it, popped back up to a higher high, has not retested. This is suggesting that total crypto market cap is actually more bullish than Bitcoin at the moment. This also suggests that Bitcoin dominance is likely going down. That is a good sign, as Bitcoin dominance fading has been characteristic of bull markets, and Bitcoin dominance rising has been characteristic of bear markets. It's kind of like the one unsettled piece still of this puzzle. When we look at the day, this is what I really like, and this is where the hopium has something to it. Right here on the day, this is just different enough from Bitcoin's chart that in my analysis, it's actually still bullish and uptrending. Now, we did get this low. It did take out a previous low. And so we did say we're going to look for that to roll over. However, money flow came back up, broke its high. We do have a higher high here. We can say, well, if it goes below that low again, yeah, we're going to look for it to roll over, of course. But for now, this is actually, to my analysis, still uptrending. When you compare that to Bitcoin, this is the kicker. This is what is important. This is the hopium. We're going to smoke it. We're going to smoke it good. Bitcoin, lower high here. After that same rollover signal, lower high. This is still rolling over. It has not painted a higher high. If it does this, then it will. But at the moment, this is still rolling over with VWAP down, momentum down. That does not look great. But look at the difference. You have your high, you have your rollover signal. You got your low, lower high. When you look at total, you have your high, your rollover signal. Now you have a higher high. This is actually still trending up on the day versus BTC. And so we should, until something changes, expect Bitcoin dominance to be dropping and this to be holding a little bit more bullishly. Being above the 200 week itself is massive. And you can see all the way back here in January, I was basically saying, now you can't actually trade this because this isn't a chart, right? This isn't an asset. It's the global crypto market cap. But what we can say, or what I said and what I still believe, is as long as total is above the 200, I'm going to retain an upside trading bias. If it loses the 200 again, let's say we do see a trip to 21.3, see it lose the 200, maybe it back tests it and we start seeing a rejection. As soon as we lose that 200, my trading bias is going to be to the downside. I know. Sounds weird for me to say it, but I honestly can view it this simply. Above the 200, retaining the up bias. Below 200, retaining the downside bias. The good news, whether you're bullish or bearish, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. Good news is, well, we're really close to it. We're really, really close to it. We're still above it, but we're incredibly close to it. I'll say 980 billion, maybe that's as high as 985 billion. As long as we're above it, I'm betting up. If we lose 985 billion, I'm betting down. Of course, that's not going to impact my spot holdings or anything like that, but just overall, especially for scalps and things, that's how I'm looking at the chart. And it is, in my opinion, undeniably more bullish than Bitcoin at the moment. Undeniably. It's weird how the week looks very similar, though. But instead of moving up, well, no. Total bounced off of. Like, this is the one thing that I need bears, like perma bears, to like look at me in the eye and tell me and tell me why this isn't valid. Your previous all-time high, 2018, 761 billion. Whoop. In the initial sell-off in June, it wicked to 761 billion, like perfectly. Boom. See? Boom. Perfect wick. That really should have been the bullish call. And that was making me bullish there. However, market had different things in mind. It did break it. But if you look closely, it was pretty reluctant. You almost only have wicks below it. The market bought that previous resistance of total global market cap and sent it back up. You broke your high. And more importantly, you moved above the 200. You back tested it. You made a higher high. So as long as you don't paint a lower low, you got a bump and run coming for total. Now, does this extend out into Bitcoin? I mean, logically, it probably should, but there ain't no way of knowing if that actually is going to be how it plays out. Ain't no way of knowing if that's how it plays out. 5 minute on Bitcoin looking heavy again as the one minute maybe moving up a little bit, huh? Not the bounce I had hoped for. Did not quite move us higher. 23.2. Dollar maybe picking up some steam again. This is not a great pattern though. What I see here is a flat bottom. You have a high, you have a lower high, you have a lower high. You did break like a range high. You did break this pattern, but you didn't break your high here. And so that's just another lower high. This needs to break that high to get out of this pattern, honestly. Now, until then, it's just painting some garbage. I'm getting very frustrated with my throat. Okay. Hopefully that works. Smash the like buttons for me not being able to talk. Ooh. What's up, Send Some? Seeger XXX, how you doing, man? Samer Dakwa. Free Radio Belgium. That's a cool name. Free Radio Belgium. Free Radio. Free Radio Belgium, you are welcome to take this soundbite for your radio. Free Radio Belgium. There you go. Peter Kim, how you doing? Welcome. M. Kriegs 007. Hemdi Salah. MD Mine. I got this one, but I'm going to say it again. It's Binance Future Master. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Keep subscribing. Keep joining us. We're here live pretty much every day, covering the latest, the hottest, the breaking analysis. And we want you to be here with us. So subscribe, join the Discord. It's the best way to keep up with the live streams. We also airdrop Bitcoin. Every live stream, I make you all Bitcoin holders. I give everyone a few sats on the Discord. All you have to do is click the verify button when you're in there. That's it. And catch up on our lives. Let's see. Let's pull the chat back up. Let's time this guy out. You're too many messages, Streamlabs. Best live channel. Thank you, Dimalex. I appreciate you. Best live viewer. Boom. Boozarg, how you doing? Hearts to you. Do one for Graph Punks. What is that, Johnny Nelson? They want you to see that, said Salta. See what? Hello, Lawrence Believer. What's up, DGem 100? Lower highs in the 5 minute. Dixie like Bart head. Let's dump Dixie. I mean, this is bearish. This is bearish for now. This is bearish. You're testing that support over and over again. You ran up, you made a resistance, you had a higher low, boom, test, 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 test. Test question mark? Test question mark. Supports and resistances, the more they're tested, the weaker they become, the higher the probability they break. Need brief TA on Bake token. 50 million market cap, huge potential. Well, small market caps can be very difficult to TA, man. Without liquidity, charts really can be painted however they choose. That's why I usually stick to the top 100. Vish Hearts, how you doing? Hi. JT, TGIF to all of you. Ooh. How's the money flow looks on Dixie? Unfortunately, much stronger than Bitcoin. ETH held at 1600, maybe time to go short again. Maybe. Zaza, TA. What's up, Crypto Sharknado? Sylv, the beautiful Sylv is here. I haven't seen you in a while, Sylv. How you doing? What's that low alert about? I don't know. In your experience, what's the best way to look at trading as a trader? Like a game of math between bulls and bears? Maybe like an accountant. Best way to look at trading. Best way to look at trading is not in absolutes. Remember, absolutes are only for the Sith. Not in absolutes. Nothing is absolute. Even if you're mostly a trader, I fully think everyone. Wow, I'm about to like rip my vocal cord out. I might have to get water. Whew. I think in crypto specifically, but even in stocks and things, no one should be just a trader. You can do majority of trading, but I think everyone should have every piece of like the investing puzzle. So everyone should have a spot position. That's a long-term bag, I think. Personally, I think it should just be Bitcoin, but long-term bag, I think that there's different avenues. You know, you can have a compartmentalized piece of your portfolio that you use for like scalping or degen trading. Certainly a piece for swing trading. Like, I think that trading is often looked at a very narrow approach when I think it should be looked at as a very broad approach. So even though some of the things you're doing aren't trading, like holding, I still think that those should be comprised in your portfolio or represented. Diversification is ancient knowledge about wealth. So absolutes are the absolute opposite of diversification. Fuck Real Mishu, you know I can't tell you when to buy or sell things, man. You know that. You've been here long enough. So boring the market now. Crypto Bake, we got some spice this morning. This is a pretty spicy day. It's chilled out here in the last hour. It's chilled out. I will say that. We caught the spice earlier. The hourly is finally looking heavy enough to roll over. Finally. Low time frames still just look like crap though. The 5 was giving us the rollover. It took money flow down to a lower low. So I'm seeing something like this. Gonna look for a higher low of momentum for the uneven butt cheeks. And that's likely to have that's likely to push a little bit of retracement here. The 5 minute, I see the RSI potentially catching near the MA. Okay. MA okay. Yeah. I'm going to put a bunch of fibs on here real quick. For the photosensitive, look away. F allergies. Speaking of F allergies. About to pop me some Zyrtec live. Whew. Getting crazy in here. This guy's popping allergy pills. All right. Still the same opinion here. Still the same opinion. I'm looking for 23.3. Looking for 23.3. I did close one of our short positions basically at 23.150. I may look to reopen it there. I might do it in 2 pieces, targeting 23.44 and 23.344. If it comes. 5 minute, I think we are going to see this like roll over into those values as we're seeing on Market Cypher B. A little bit of an uneven butt cheeks pattern potentially playing out here. And that may bring us, I'll say, maybe smoothly down to 23 flat. Maybe we'll doodle this out. 23 flat up to 23.3. And God knows what happens there. I don't. This is kind of how I see price action playing out. Maybe for the next hour or 2. Don't think it's going to be fast. I would love to be wrong. But I could see this. And then with this, you paint like something weird. I don't even know. Maybe that's a little too low. Nah, that still looks good. And you paint something like this. It's a pretty crappy pattern. Likely looking for rejection at one of these two. It does kind of feel like the spice has passed, doesn't it? We've almost made it to 1,000 likes today. Well done. We still have 900 viewing, despite the market taking a breather here. Let's check back in. Dollar trading sideways at this local support. I don't think that is bullish. Here we go. We saw this earlier. We got the rollover signal. Like clockwork. As soon as it broke that low, man. Boom. Boom. This is still the exact same opinion. If you missed the analysis at the start of the day, you should go back and watch it. Basically, dollar ran, and we said the dollar ran, everything opened down. So to catch late shorters, we are likely to see the market have an intraday retracement. Now, I don't know where that's going to go for the dollar. Maybe we'll see like this 0.5 or 618 just below 105, and then likely pick back up and I think close strong into the Friday close. What that means for stocks in crypto is the opposite. Likely to see some retracement in the S&P 500, likely moving back towards 4,000, but I don't think we're going to see that this week. And then maybe settling back down into like a nasty, kind of like red doji candle on the day. That look right? I think that looks right. Bitcoin gaps, we're going to have a new one come Sunday, likely, I think. We have 5 gaps open currently. Here they are. 1, 2, 3 above, 1, 2 below, and maybe a new one coming Sunday. Sunday. Really the only altcoin I looked at today, I didn't look at many. MATIC. We have been waiting for it to come back to test that previous resistance as support, and here we are. Be careful. If you do plan on trading this, be careful. Know where you're going to stop. I don't think I've picked out the best stop here, but it is what it is. Targeting 180, that is your resistance to the upside. If you hold 127.5 as support, that is incredibly strong and bullish for MATIC. Or the MATIC. Gold, to recap, having a hell of a day here. This red line at 1823, that's where it opened the monthly. On the 17th, it traded intraday below, basically jumped to a lower high and sold off farther. Gold looking to close a bearish engulfed monthly. That's likely suggesting some strength in the dollar coming into March. March, not historically the most bullish month. April and May, typically very bullish months. The dollar looking very good here in my opinion. We've been watching and waiting for the daily to roll over. It looks like it's finally coming. And here's where we're looking. Around 109. 618 retrace for a lower high. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that lower high gets hammered and we see the dollar push back down to 100 where maybe it breaks and maybe we see everything go moon. That would be awesome. Total crypto market cap continues to range above the 200 weekly, trading below 980 billion. Gonna put it back below, and that's going to change my trading bias to short for new positions. I don't know. XPR was pulled up. I didn't really look at it. Looks like it returned to that right where we were looking. I don't know. AMC not doing anything. Ethereum broke lower. Ethereum's equally trashy looking on the day and on the week, I think. Yep. Maybe a little bit more progressed as it's broken and slow. Not bad. I have no idea if Ethereum has bounced here. It's pretty random if it does, but your previous weekly open, 15.15. Not a bad spot to look to play a bounce if that price comes. Oof. 4 days and 7 hours to close above 1586 off of a higher high. I don't know, man. That does not look great. Not look great. At least you have a higher low. Ethereum really has to hit 2100 to be in good condition. Bitcoin following the doodle, it seems. Right on, right on. Whew. Guys, if you'd like to support the stream for free and get little rewards for doing it, use any of the links in the video description below. Our sponsors, Bybit and Market Cypher, two of the best in the biz. Sign up using my link. MEXC, BingX, previous sponsors, and just exchanges I use. Check them out. Sign up using my link. It helps. Costs you nothing. You'll get some bonuses for doing it. Jump in our Discord, guys. Keep up with the live streams. And we'll be airdropping Bitcoin right after we're done to everyone. All you have to do is verify. Check out the shorts playlist. Some fire shorts for the trade curious or those looking to learn some new concepts. They are fire. They are fire. Last but not least, crownanalysis.com. We have new articles up, and we have actually lots of interested authors now. If you'd like to be published, anything market, finance. There we go. Wow, more have come up even since I published. Nice. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe in the last few days. If you're interested in writing, send me a message on Discord. Anything business, finance, econ, anything from charts to personal experience stories, we want them. So let me know. Watch out for 23.3. I think we see this today on the corn chart. It's looking likely. We got our shorts open. This was a great stream. I love you all. I will be back. We will be live, Sunday the 26th. And be careful. Bitcoin's about to move because the stream's about to end. Crown out.